Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. You might notice something slightly different about this main menu. Yeah, the whole roads untraveled update. They changed some stuff about the UI, this and all that. Honestly, I don't like it. I think the original looked better, but oh well. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. That update almost completely doesn't affect me. It mostly affects new playthroughs. We're here for a ghost, a hunting, or some sort of peculiar activity. And the stage sure is set. It's night. All the lights are off. The mood is set. Let's go a Bustin. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. Oh, she's certainly poisoning him. That I can guarantee you. It's just a matter of how much she's doing. And how much she's doing on purpose, if you catch my drift. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid? And for so long? Just about anyone with the right reason. As they say, it doesn't take a killer to murder. It only takes a reason to kill. No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. Seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. This menu is... I think it's an improvement over before, but it could be better. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull to me as the carving in the mines. Do you think that something's back there? No, I think there's absolutely nothing back there, and it's just a complete coincidence. Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there. I'm certain of it. Certainty is the delusion of the ignorant. But perhaps. Okay, that'd be really weird. Indeed. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the Ditchlins. Perhaps, but in what way is the question. I'm sure all this is connected in some fashion, but, well. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. The good Lord will take me away. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Joe Bob got. It was a bit more than a bad vibe. If I wasn't so in tune with these sorts of things, I don't think I could have stopped myself. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? Oh, she was, certainly. But of what? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. I don't think it was the food, Stella. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. Indeed. Reese certainly has mixed feelings about his mother, but I wouldn't characterize them as fear. Or perhaps I should say he has mixed feelings towards his doc. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. You're one to talk. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. I'll bet. That was odd. Okay, that seems a bit off. This vanished for the transition, but these didn't. Gonna need to work on that. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. Indeed. She is awfully set in her ways. Wouldn't you agree, Kanika? Once she's got an idea, a map of some part of the world, she just can't let it go. What a terrible fate. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Yeah, again, what the heck is up with that? Oh, joy. Isn't that lovely? Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun. Oh, there too. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. If it gives you any trouble, you can just punch it. No, you can't. Whatever's in there is beyond your abilities to physically conquer. I've seen traits jump out one after another, and combos and such. That's the first time I've ever seen them argued like that. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Who are you kidding? Hotties like you are usually some of the first to go. If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Oh, come on, I need keen-eyed to see the obvious ditchlings in this image. And whatever. And only 2 of them as well. That was great. 5 different traits all going one after another, 4 of which directly arguing with one of the others. Good times. Times like these that make me really glad I went out of my way to cheat the developers out of their game, so to speak. Oh, and also, hi. You ain't slick. Alright. Enter. Abandon all hope, ye who enter. Or something like that. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Oh, don't worry. We're here to bring it back. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh! You can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. Rules are there for a reason, you know? And that reason is not here, so neither are the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Precisely, Stella. Well, more or less. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? In a manner of speaking. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh good, I was about to ask, what if the ghost messes with the flashlights too, but I see you've got candles already handled. Hope they're nice and bright. And you've got your spectre-sniffing compatriot at your side, too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Ha! Good thinking, I guess. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. That was a concerning sound. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Oh, hi. Oh, right. I forgot we invited him. Well, I guess we didn't. She did. I think it was her that did, anyway. Well, one of us did, and it was kind of a last-minute thing that only mentioned, like, once, so, yeah. I have no idea what voice I gave to him, and I don't think I had any idea even when I gave it to him. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands that we have, the more equipment we can carry. And the more voices I have to do, on top of the 7 ones I have to do for the voices in my head. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. I don't know if you can ever tell if he's taking anything seriously. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I'm sure that sounds perfectly rational to you. I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday. And that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night. Like aliens. There's nothing unexplainable about mine collapse. I mean, obviously there's an explanation. There's nothing... I mean, I'd argue there's nothing unexplainable, period. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here. Those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once I'd like to actually see some of this stuff myself. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only gonna see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. There's something back there. I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting! I can't wait to finally see a ghost! Yeah, exciting's a word. As someone here for the thrill of being terrified, it's the word I'm here for. Ah, and that would be old Tabby Girl. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. Oh, no! Alright, Zane! I completely forgotten we invited him. I've also completely forgotten his voice. Hang on. Yo! Don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane! Glad you could make it! I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's mess with some ghosts. My oh my, this is certainly a lot of humans for one little ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and cue Tabitha's entrance. That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us when she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Hey, human. Kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff's in there. Or, sorry, all my stuff in there. Will do. Oh. Ooh, that's a somewhat different angle than we usually get. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! Rosalina. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Oh, hi. Yes, actually. I certainly didn't expect her over there. Rosalina? I thought you were at Alexis's place. Evidently she was at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane. What's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that he's protecting. Yes, you are! You are a child! That is by definition a fragile thing that needs protecting. Is it necessary to leave you out of this for your own protection? I don't know. But I certainly don't agree with the principle. I can handle seeing a ghost, or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. Sure, why not? The more the merrier, right? If nothing else, we can use them as meat shields. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults-only event. It's not like we're gonna break out the booze and have a wild sex party. Sadly. He's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be cuddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. And hey, if you're lucky, this might scare her straight. Metaphorically speaking, I mean. It's best to give this pup the chance to face her obstacles head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Take it from an old soul like me. Old soul. You're probably not much older than she is. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much, and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. Alright. How many times are we gonna be interrupted by newcomers, eh? I mean, probably at least once more. I mean, there's already 9 of us. And we're probably gonna make it to double digits. Our party is getting ridiculously large at this point. So many different voices to manage. The horror of Spider Island. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know. Cannot. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghosts manifest. That's interesting. And she's never seen them? It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. And there she is. I swear, if this is yet again someone other than Tabitha. Nope, here she comes. Ha! Yeah, okay. Just got achievement, the gang's all here. Go ghost hunting with the maximum number of participants. Ha. That probably means there'll be no further interruptions. Probably. Well, give it up for number 10. Old Tabby Girl. Seems I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Tabby! Great, she's here. Shut up. Wow, Joe Bob, you really brought the whole gang together today. You know it. Guess I'm just that popular. Hey, Stella? I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Joe Bob, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? What made you think being a colossal cunt was a good idea? What? I like her. We're friends. Really? Yes. Really. Is it that hard to believe? Well, maybe it is. I mean, look at her. And look at me. But don't worry, I'm working on it. Yeah? So what? Like it's weird to be friends with your cousin? Well, Joe Bob, do you have any idea how hard it is to get these two in the same room? This is amazing! Yeah, amazing. That's a word for it. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. Indeed. Hey, if you don't want to be around her, you can feel free to leave. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wouldn't know. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Well, let's hope it doesn't get stage fright, eh? Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Is that a crack at how cold things are between them? Or is that a dread surmise of things to come? Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? Ah, yes. It's a immediately proven wrong type of thing. It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder. That's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa. A genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? My thoughts exactly. I've only seen the stain. Dad maybe switched rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Give it time. Besides, it's not the fear that gets you. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified, sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. That's because we're manly men, Alexis. Make sure you grow up to be one of those. Don't know why I said that. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. Alright, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Thanks, Fred. Let's not. I mean, there's not much ground to cover. The ghost is just scared because I'm here. It knows it doesn't stand a chance. I didn't realize muscles were supposed to be some sort of paranormal deterrent. Maybe it's chill. I know if I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. Yeah. I mean, that is one explanation for why ghosts are so rarely documented. Most of them are just really chill. If you saw what I've seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point, though. What if ghosts usually are friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, like, I know if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe. But what if my vibes were bad and I didn't know it? I shudder to think of the possibilities. What did you rope me into, Joe Bob? Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's, head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Ah, there's the stain, eh? Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Yeah, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. You haven't heard, like, a beating heart underneath the floorboards, have you? Follow-up question. You haven't murdered anyone and hidden him under the floorboards, have you? Because that's a terrible idea, even disregarding paranormal stuff, because that's gonna stink to high heaven. And probably invite all sorts of mold and such. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea! I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. Yes, the poor tormented soul of a lifelong slob fighting back against this horrible scourge of cleanliness. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Well, maybe you don't. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. Your mother was not one for instilling such things into you, eh, Tabby girl? If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Was I right about the slob ghost thing? Something is crying out for help. Huh. You might be onto something, Joe Bob. I wonder if the blood spills out something on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Oh, don't worry. Look at who we have arranged here. Specifically her. I'm pretty sure she can fight the law and win. She is the government around here. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Haha. Indeed. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything. Fuck you. But some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. A leaky pipe, huh? Do you often have pipes transporting blood through your house? Only one way to be sure. Still excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover it for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh. Hello. Now isn't that something? A ghost trap door. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. And yet, it's broken. But what if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Yeah, getting a bit too real there, eh? There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone didn't want us down there. And yet someone clearly did want down there. Or up. In fact, maybe it wasn't going down that was the issue that needed sealing. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right? Maybe. There's no basement in this house. At least, we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright? You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement, or crawl space, or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. I feel like all of you are easily glossing over the fact that it's clearly blood. I mean, do none of you have noses? Have the people that wrote this ever been around that much blood? It's not something you can easily mistake. It is a very distinctive smell. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. Again, do none of you have noses? It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. Jinx. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor. And that's why it's so cold in here too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations. We solved your ghost problem. God damn it. For fuck's sake. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Maybe. But if it is, this whole house might be unsafe. We've got to find out what's down there. At least we've got to take a peek. Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever's down there could have made this whole house unstable. We might be lucky that this hasn't collapsed already. I'm going for it. Okay then. Well, at least I got a really nice view of Stella's tits before everything went into the monochrome dimension. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least, physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Some friend Stella turned out to be. She keeps ditching me. She did this in the mines too, remember? And she doesn't have the "I'd better go get help" excuse this time. Let that be a lesson to you. You can't trust anyone to have your back. Indeed. Now come on, let's get out of here before the bad air gives us brain damage. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. Must it? You say that as if the universe can't simply say, "So what?" in return. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Something isn't right. Really? 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 What are you talking about, Mr. Narrator? Everything looks perfectly normal. Nothing at all unusual here. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. What in the crude fucking Photoshop is this? Well then, I guess we're just going to have to find out then, aren't we? Next time! Because goddamn, I couldn't have asked for a fuckier cliffhanger than this. So, until then, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and so long, suckers.
You're gonna be okay, kid.